approaching the Unidad base camp, nestled on the mountainside. It's clear they're not exactly allies. Originally tasked with taking out the cartel, they've decided to profit off them instead. Not exactly hostile, but not friendly either. Geopolitically, they could throw a wrench into the Bolivian government's seat of power if they decide to become a third party in this conflict. Scoping out the base quickly, it's apparent that Unidad is packing some serious firepower and top-notch comms. 3 lone sentries near a landing pad catch my eye. Unidad's got the upper hand in terms of weapons and tech, but that won't be enough to keep me at bay. The decision to hit this Unidad camp is a strategic move. Better weapons mean a better chance against the cartel. Night City taught me that upgrading gear can be a game changer. The Bolivian wilderness might not be Night City, but the principles remain the same. As I get ready to engage those Unidad sentries, the mountain air carries the anticipation of the clash. Superior weapons or not, Vee's on a mission, and nothing's going to stand in the way of procuring the gear needed for Operation Kingslayer. I'll keep you posted on the action as I navigate through the Unidad camp. Dispatching the Unidad sentries, I grab one of their R5 RGP rifles, a piece of US-made hardware originally sent to the Bolivian government for the creation of Unidad. The irony isn't lost on me, and I can't help but wonder which side Unidad will choose if Qatari's revolution gains momentum. Before moving on, it's time to get to work tagging some supplies on the helipad. Those resources might prove valuable for Qatari's men in the future. The Bolivian landscape unfolds, and every piece of gear, every tagged supply, is a step towards leveling the playing field in this dangerous dance. It's a wild card in the Bolivian conflict, and at this point, predicting their allegiance is anyone's guess. Spotting a sniper in the tower, I realize the need for a capable long-range designated marksman rifle. The R5 RGP will do the job for now, but I'll have to keep an eye out for a more specialized weapon down the line. I'll keep you updated on the progress as I navigate through the Unidad camp, considering the implications of each move in the larger context of Operation Kingslayer.
Just spotted one with submachine guns. I got a third.
Detectadas todas las unidades. Manténganse en alerta máxima.
Siguen por aquí los americanos.
Chasing down the last guard, I neutralize him, but the transmission he managed to send out is a ticking clock. Minutes before Unidad reinforcements surround the area. No time to waste.
Frag out.
I tag the remaining supplies and race up to the sniper perch, grabbing the EMSA rifle.
It's a Santa Blanca commendation. Those Sicarios will be missing this. frag out. Get set.
As the first truck of Unidad reinforcements arrives below, I toss the frag, breaking contact. These guys might not have the same advanced tech as Arasaka's special forces, but the deadliness is on par. The Bolivian wilderness becomes a battlefield, and every move is crucial to staying one step ahead. The S are in hand, a deadly tool for long-range engagements. It's time to slip away from the incoming Unidad forces. The dance in the shadows continues, and the Bolivian Night holds its secrets. I'll keep you updated on the escape and the aftermath of the Unidad encounter as I navigate through the dangers of Operation King's Lair. Onward into the chaos. As more Unidad forces pour in, a firefight erupts as I attempt to break contact. The distant hum of a heli adds another layer of concern, but in the chaos, I see an opportunity. I'm close to the area with the cartel's antenna. Broadcasting Qatari's message to the people will undoubtedly draw Sicarios to reclaim control. Unidad, still tasked with fighting the Sicarios, would engage them on sight. Fine strategic move, I decide to embrace the chaos. Engaging Unidad and baiting them to chase me down the mountain could create a diversion, allowing Kari's message to reach the ears of the people. The Bolivian Night becomes a stage for this orchestrated mayhem, and every shot fired echoes the rhythm of a plan in motion. Breaking contact with Unidad, I make my way towards the antenna. The dance with chaos intensifies, and I'll keep you updated on the unfolding events as I navigate through the dangers of Operation King's Lair. Onward into the heart of the storm. Bullets echo through the mountain air as I slide down the slope, dense foliage providing cover against the relentless pursuit of Unidad forces. The helicopters above, armed with miniguns, circle the area, firing bursts into the foliage without a precise target. As I enter the village below, reaching the communications antenna, I trigger it. Chaos ensues, the cacophony of gunfire and the roar of helicopter blades blending into a symphony of disorder. For a moment, doubt creeps in me. Will this plan work, or will I end up just another casualty in the crossfire? Dreamy chaos of the firefight. Sicarios and Unidad forces clash in a confusing dance of bullets and conflicting loyalties. The village becomes a battleground, citizens fleeing for cover as the cacophony of gunfire surrounds me. It's a swirling maelstrom of uncertainty, and in the midst of it all, it's hard to tell who started what or which side is friend or foe. Diving into a house, I wait for the situation to unfold. Gunfire intensifies, escalating into a pitched battle. Sicarios firing at helicopters, Unidad retaliating. It's a war zone where lines between allies and enemies blur in the smoke and confusion. The Sicarios think Unidad has taken over their comms. Unidad assumes I'm a Sicario. In this tangled web of alliances and betrayals, I try to make myself a non-existent target, navigating through the firefight while occasionally dealing with intruders bursting into the house.
Frag out. Come mierda, culeros.
Every gunshot and every footstep echo the unpredictable rhythm of this Bolivian battleground. It's a dangerous dance, and I'll keep you updated on the outcome as I navigate through the shifting tides of the firefight.
Show's over. That ought to get the rebels fired up.
Well done, compadres. My speech was heard all over Bolivia. It is only a matter of time before the people rise up and join our cause. Viva la revolución!
Glad we could help. Now, what have you got on Yuri and Polito?
Nothing yet, amigo. Those two, they cover their tracks well. But my people are working on it. We will know something soon. In the meantime, my revolutionary brothers in Itaqua stand ready to help if you need them. Just call, and they will come.
I'll keep that in mind.
A todas las unidades, comiencen el ataque.
Compadre, I may have someone who can give you information on Yuri and Polito.
I'm listening.
One of my lieutenants managed to escape from them. He fled to a village called Culta. Rather than give my men up to the cartel, the villagers hid him.
Goddamn bravery right there.
In response, Santa Blanca razed every home and executed all the villagers. My lieutenant is still being kept alive. Probably so he can be killed in an even more painful way.
Understood. We're heading to Colton now.
Sensing the shifting tide of the battle, it becomes evident that the Sicarios are getting bested by Unidad. Now is the time to make a tactical retreat. Leaving the house, I continue down the mountain, weaving through the dense foliage toward a series of water pipes. The helicopters above continue to circle, chasing stragglers, but Unidad appears to have the main bulk of its forces concentrated on gaining control of the village. The Bolivian Night becomes my ally as I navigate through the shadows, moving with purpose towards the cover provided by the water pipes. The chaos behind me echoes the unpredictability of this mission. I'll keep you updated on the escape as I slip away from the battleground and prepare for the next phase of Operation Kingslayer. Reaching a road, I spot a parked car, and with helicopters still in pursuit, I dive in, speeding away to gain distance from the relentless choppers.
Many of the women working in Santa Blanca have asked me how I did it. How did I rise through the ranks to become the most feared and respected woman in the country?
Fear courses through me as bullets from above rip up the asphalt around the car before tearing into the vehicle itself. Miraculously, I'm still alive.
Continúe la búsqueda. Los soldados enemigos rompieron contacto y se retiraron. Es hora de terminar la búsqueda.
Acabamos de enviar tropas adicionales.
Hermanos
Ataquen y destruyan al enemigo.
as you sit comfortably.
Rolling out of the trashed car, I scramble into dense vegetation, For a fleeting moment, it seems like the pursuing chopper has lost me. I lay prone, hidden in the foliage, listening as the distant thump of helicopter blades circles before gradually fading away, returning back to the village. Taking stock of the situation, I find myself in one piece and near a rebel-controlled airfield. Pat Katari's gratitude overcomes for the successful message broadcast echoes in my ears. He provides intel on a captive who might have more recent information on Yuri and El Polito, though rescuing him is the immediate challenge. A hint of irritation surfaces as I realize I'm effectively doing Katari's dirty work, rescuing his men without getting closer to my primary objective. Yet, in the world of mercenaries and fixers, the dynamics remain the same, a perpetual cycle of mutual favors. In the meantime, a destroyed village occupied by Sicarios presents an opportunity to test out my new Mr. Rifle. The burned down or taken over settlement hides secrets, and I'll uncover them while refining my skills with the upgraded gear. The Bolivian Night holds more challenges, and I'll keep you updated on the unfolding events as I navigate through the shadows.
Una novedad hasta ahora. Mantengan la búsqueda. El enemigo ha retrocedido. Todas las unidades regresan a su patrullaje normal.
Nos está queriendo mandar al panteón. Sígueselo, pero ya. ¿Qué chingados esperas? A partir de la madre con todo. Vamos a enseñarles quién manda. ¡Disparen!
As I navigate the ruined village, the thermal imaging goggles revealing the remnants of what was once a small fishing community, I can't help but draw parallels to Night City. The devastation, the remnants of lives disrupted. It's a familiar scene, though the setting is a stark departure from the neon-lit streets I've known. The Sicarios, now the dominant force in this desolate place, seem to have taken over for their own gain. Perhaps the easy access to the river provides strategic advantages for the cartel. The Hummer with the mounted 50 cal signifies their control, a symbol of their ruthless authority in this wasteland.
Manden una pinche patrulla para atraparnos. Aguanten, cabrones. Hay una patrulla que va hacia ustedes. Estos cabrones ya llegaron para ayudarnos. Van llegando al lugar donde estaba el enemigo.
Using the MSR sniper rifle with precision, I pick off Sicarios one by one from the concealment of the tall grass. It's a dance I've done many times in Night City, albeit in a different context. The Bolivian night echoes with the echoes of gunshots, each shot a reminder of the various challenges faced in different corners of the world. Yet, even in this unfamiliar terrain, the core remains the same: survival, strategy, and the pursuit of objectives. The river flows quietly nearby, indifferent to the struggles on its banks. Night City, with its towering skyscrapers and cybernetic denizens, feels like a distant memory as I adapt to the shadows of this new battleground. Onward into the Bolivian night, where echoes of past battles blend with the present challenges. Tagging the supplies for the rebels feels like an investment, a currency of favors that may come in handy when the stakes get higher. The promise of support from Qatari, with the prospect of men, vehicles, and supplies, adds another layer to the intricate dance of alliances and self-interest in Bolivia. In Night City, these kinds of deals were often struck with fixers, each favor a chip in a high-stakes game. But here in the Bolivian wilderness, the rules have changed, and the stakes are measured in a different currency. The imminent task of freeing the captive from his prison hangs in the air, promising a strategic advantage and more cards to play in the larger game against the cartel. It's a calculated move, a step towards unraveling the web of power that Santa Blanca has woven across the country. Once Yuri and Polito are dealt with, I'll have the opportunity to distance myself from Qatari's crusade and focus on dismantling the cartel with precision. The dynamics may differ, but the essence remains in the pursuit of one's goals. Alliances are forged and allegiances tested. Onward into the shadows of Bolivia, where the game continues with a new set of rules.